Tyson Fury was found to be highly integrated, and he collapsed on the pavement after leaving the club. After hearing the bad news, Oleksandr Usyk stated that he wanted to call off the fight. Now let's look at
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
On June 7, Tyson Fury passed out from heavy drunkenness in front of a bar in his hometown of Manchester, UK. After hearing these claims, supporters were concerned that he would relapse into the drug and alcohol issues that plagued him from 2016 to 2018, particularly after his first career defeat and the decline in his champion status. Following the fight, Oleksandr Usyk appeared to have second thoughts about the match. He was disappointed that a married family man wouldn't lie drunk on the sidewalk, and if there was sufficient reason he would prefer to call off the fight. However, less than a week later, Usyk returned to the gym. Oleksandr Usyk had previously claimed that Tyson Fury was a talkative man, but only for the camera. Fury was seen hitting the punching bag and promising to bring prosperity back to his native Moran, UK. On December 21, he reaffirmed his will to overcome his setback and regain his title in a video that was viewed by millions on Instagram. Fury reassured his followers that he was ready to take on Oleksandr Usyk and regain his position as the Gypsy King, and that he was steadfast in his resolve to make amends and move past his transgressions. Tyson Fury is resolutely accepting his first setback in his career. Despite never having lost a title in the ring before, the 69-year-old British boxer was about to be stopped for the first time during his fight with Oleksandr Usyk. Fury fell in a close split with scores of 115, 112, 114, 113, and 113, but he managed to stay in the fight until the very end. After squandering the chance to become the first undisputed champion in 25 years and challenge Lennox Lewis for the title of greatest fighter of all time, Fury is already getting ready for his comeback. He's preparing for his training. He showed his determination to get stronger by stating in a video how keen he was determined to make atonement and win back after securing a rematch on December 21st. His title, British heavyweight veteran DK Chasrat shared his thoughts on a recent video that seemed to show Tyson visibly drunk, even though he had agreed to a rematch with Oleksandr Usyk. Last month, Fury fell to the ground. In a historic heavyweight bout for the undisputed title, Fury lost for the first time in his career to the skilled Ukrainian via split decision. Despite this defeat, Fury quickly used his right to a rematch, thinking that his strong middle-round performance would enable him to exact, although the rematch is set for December 21 in Riyadh. Fury decided to unwind with some pals and drink too much booze last week. Caster, who has fallen to Fury 3 times, doesn't take offense at his most recent opponent. Instead, he commends Fury for his jubilation after such a heartbreaking defeat. Caesar congratulated Fury and added that he deserves to have fun when he and Usyk cross paths again. Caesar views going out for drinks and even falling down as totally acceptable methods to enjoy life. It won't be the obvious victor. The Adia is expected to swiftly strip Usyk of his title and offer the vacant title to Daniel Duet and Anthony Joshua, subject to all British matches. The official announcement of this bout is expected to be made by Turkey Owl. On Wednesday, June 26, Turkey Owl is expected to formally declare this fight. The venue for the event is Wembley Stadium. Di Chera is preparing for a heavyweight match against other British fighters. He will face a tough opponent in Joe Joyce, and it will be his first back-to-back victory since 2019. A loss could be the end for both fighters, but a win would set them up for a rematch with a renowned opponent in the division. TNT Sports will live stream this fight event on the undercard on July 27 at London's Ed2 Arena. In a thrilling rematch, Dennis McCann and Ian Belluto will compete for the European Super Bantamweight title. Prince Nimham's son, Adam Ham, will also be fighting in his second professional bout after defeating Wojtek Hero by first-round knockout on the UK duat card. It is expected that more fighters will be added to the card in the coming weeks. After evaluating the situation, performances from prospects like Moses Zama and newly signed Queen Spearberry Brandon Lee are anticipated. Jory acknowledged that he didn't like seeing the boxer in pain, despite their previous negative encounters with Fury. He pointed out that given Fury's history of mental health problems, especially after his battle with Vladimir Klitschko, it is understandable for people to be concerned, even if his actions are only the result of an excessive night out. Jordy pointed out that Fury had performed at Mirabel recently, maintaining a more health-conscious lifestyle and avoiding the limelight for controversial reasons, but he couldn't help but link the new video to Furious's loss to Usyk, suggesting that his emotional state might have played a role in the emotional cost of the loss. Jordan's remark about how much alcohol it would take for someone Fury's size to become so inebriated suggested deeper emotions as he thought about Fury's mental state. He demonstrated empathy by acknowledging that drinking might temporarily conceal internal difficulties and claimed that it made Fury more approachable by giving the impression that he was a weak, wounded person. Even while it's okay to show vulnerability once in a while, Jordy stressed that this behavior cannot continue, especially if a rematch with Usyk is imminent. He emphasized that Fury ought to use his defeat as motivation to put in more effort. During his training, he talked about the extreme pressure that Fury faces from his family, supporters, and himself, especially from his father, John Fury, who constantly claims that his son is unbreakable. Fury's emotional burden has likely been exacerbated by this stress in addition to the loss. Although he expressed hope that Fury might overcome it, Jordy stated that Fury finds it hard to accept his new reality because his identity as the unbeaten champion has been seriously damaged. Nevertheless, he expressed optimism that Fury will be able to use his inner agony as motivation to mount a formidable. He warned that such continuous behavior would indicate a larger problem. Discuss sports. Simon Jordan concurred that everyone had the right to relax and enjoy a nice night, and he provided more insight into Tyson Jordan's compassion and understanding for Fury's recent public outburst. Additionally, he highlighted the broader implications for a professional athlete. Jordan noted that Fury's mental health problems, especially his bipolar disorder, may have contributed to his behavior and that it may have been a reaction to his most recent failure. Jordan criticized the culture's tendency to film and ridicule people in their most vulnerable moments, calling out those who attempt to exploit them for commercial or notoriety purposes. He emphasized that maintaining a specific image and discipline are crucial for a professional athlete, especially one of Fury's quality. Jordan underlined that Fury must be in peak physical and mental condition in order to secure his future with Usyk. Even while Fury's actions might be excused as an individual incident, he added that given the rigorous nature of professional boxing, they shouldn't be let to continue as a pattern. Drawing comparisons to other British sports stars who have struggled with similar issues, Jordan Drew underlined the necessity for athletes to live disciplined lives in order to perform at their peak. He expressed his desire to see Fury come back to the ring as his best self, capable of reclaiming his position as the heavyweight champion. Bar patrons attested to Fury's typical day, which included socializing with fans and drinking. Fury was retaliated by DJ Scott, who claimed that he gave a little girl 20 bits and posed for pictures with Joy. Shearing stated unequivocally that Fury is a human being and ought to be allowed to relax in the same ways as everyone else. He went on to say that Fury's behavior can be seen as a one-time error rather than a pattern, and that he will likely return to training with newfound vigor. Both Usyk and Fury have expressed their desire for a lengthy break before their planned rematch. Due to the intense physical and mental preparation needed for the first fight, both boxers consented to a prolonged recuperation period. When they return to the ring, their extended rest period allows them to fully recuperate and rest, allowing them to compete at their best. Although his night out was unfortunate, BF's dedication to perfection and his prowess as an athlete remain unaffected. Considering his history of success and fortitude in the face of difficulty, it seems likely that he will take advantage of this circumstance. Azin, the previous heavyweight champion, has always shown determination and perseverance, and today shouldn't be any different. Looking ahead, Fury is expected to take a few months off before starting his rigorous training regimen once more. During this period, he can recuperate both physically and mentally, preparing for the demanding training camps that are ahead. As it approaches, Fury will most likely put his focus back to the intense conditioning required for his deciding fight with Usyk.